Hey guys, do you want to make a tag game just like this? Well, today I'll show you. So the first thing that we are going to do in this build is add everything we need in replicated storage. Right. So we're gonna add all the events for all the game events. And the only game event probably gonna use set game time. Then we're going to insert our maps. Remember, insert any of your maps if you want. Just like make a folder and then call it maps, and call it something. Also, in these maps there is a image ID. Just add them to our maps because we will be using this attribute in our code. Next is the start events. Grab, copy, and paste in that there. And these are all the start events here. And next is just the vote holder. So I can just vote holder. By the way, in the start events there's intermission, votes, and vote section. So this is everything we need. And did I just put it in? Oh my god, I just put it in server script service. Well, take all this and put it in replicated storage because that's where we're going to use these items. So yeah, this is all you need in replicated storage. And now we're gonna move into the next part of this build, and we're going to we're going to do the server script code in here. So we're gonna make a script, and we're going to call it game. We're gonna call it game manager, and then call another script vote manager. Okay. In the game manager, we're going to add a hitbox. So we're gonna add a hitbox that just is a part that has a size of 4.55 4.5. And that's really it. And also remember to make it not kinkalied and not anchored. And then grab this hitbox and put it into the game manager. After you have done that, copy and paste the code from our website. The link is down below. By the way, every script that we have that I'll show here are all in the link below. So all the code is in the link below, and just copy and paste it into the script. Alright, so we're going to copy and paste it for this script. Alright, you can pause the video to get the code if you want, or you could just leave it. So after you copy and paste the code, we're going to go to the vote manager, and we're going to this code, and we're going to copy and paste the code from the website. There you go. And now we have the game manager and vote manager finished. Now we are going to go into workspace, and we're gonna add probably two items here. We're gonna add a spawn location, and yeah, and we're gonna probably like delete the decal. And then we're gonna go to the size of it, and we're going to make it probably 20 20, but actually, well, not like that, just leave it at 1. And yeah, that's really it. You can leave it like that. Also just make it, yeah, make the transparency 1, and make it anchored and not canceled. Next we're gonna be adding a map spawn. So this is where the map spawns. We will probably put this on the distance. Remember, if you're gonna make a lobby, just make a lobby if you want. I'm not gonna make a lobby, but probably if you're making this game, you should probably make a lobby so the player can't just see the map just spawn. I'm actually not gonna make this too big. We're probably gonna just make it 2, 2, 2. And we're gonna make it anchored and no can collide. Make the transparency 1. Yeah, there. And then we'll just call this map spawn. Remember to also write how I write it. So put the same name as me, because in the script, if you don't know scripting, you can't, just don't really change it. But if you do know scripting, and you know how it works, then you can change the name if you like. Alright. And then yeah, so now that we've finished the map spawn, we can now go to starter GUI. Starter GUI, and we can create our GUIs here. Let's probably get my UIs and paste them into starter GUI. And I'm just gonna show you how I made these GUIs here. So scripts are already in here. Copy and paste these scripts into also call it the same. You'll find it in the link below, map client, and just paste in the code, as well as close client, which is pretty simple code. It's just basically just turning off the main frame, which is this frame right here. Actually no, I think it's, oh no, it's disabling the GUI here and making it not enabled, so the player can't see it. And then we have game time, do the same thing as well. There's actually 2 clients here. Probably I think I know what to do. I'm probably gonna change the name of this one, and in the link as well, it's probably gonna be changed as well, probably as soon as I release this video. But let's put this as game time client, and this as intermission client. And then paste in the code for both of these. And then after you do all that, now it's just the UI part. So here if I enable all of these GUIs, you'll see the intermission here. Well, you have time left, which this is for the, of course, the round time and how long it can last. And the intermission is for if you start the game and you have at least 2 players, it's gonna start intermission and will be starting around after it hits 0. And then after that we have the vote section. Also, remember when you make GUIs, always have auto scale light to scale these, because if you don't scale them, they're probably going to look something like this. I'm probably going to show you an example. Let's say I have this frame. It looks nice here, but then after I start moving it down, it doesn't look right because it's not being scaled. But if I go here and go to unit conversion and scale it, now you will see it actually scaling with the screen. But then you'll see that this one and this one are different because this one is getting smushed. The other one is not. To fix that, all you have to do is add a constraint. And what that does is makes it so all the sides have to be even to each other. So now if I do it, all the sides will be even. So yeah, that's basically all you need to know with scaling. And that's it. And remember to scale all of your frames. And then after you made all your GUIs for the tag game, you could proceed. Well, actually, first I also need to show you something else. Make a map overview here that is not visible. Why? Because this is just a frame that is white. No added really anything. I just made background transparency. And yeah, and then also in here, make a frame called map name. Well, actually not map, well, map being chosen. This will show, the map, and we'll get the image by looking into the attribute you created before in the map image ID, and we'll put the image here for the users to see. And then this is where the map name is gonna go, and then this is the button where the player votes. Right? Not too complicated. And then there's nothing really added in there. And then just after you make this, the simple, UI here, just map image, map underscore name, votes, and vote button. You make all that, put it into your map client, paste in the code, of course, and you're basically good to go. Also remember to add these attributes to it, map name and votes, because this will be used to get the names of the maps and get how many votes they have. And just also add a UI list layout, so then as you see here, if I place it here and paste another one here, it evenly goes to the side, even, so there's no problems. Now put it back into your local script, and now after all that, you're basically done with the GUI. Um, you can just disable that. And now after that, I think, yeah, you're basically done for this part. After the GUI part. So now, if we play the game, we will have everything basically working. And if we click this, you know, you are voting. And then if I go to the other one as well, I can also vote for it. So now there's 2 votes. And then the script checks what has the highest votes. And of course, it's hide box. L, and then the UI should go away, or you can just click this for the UI to go away, and now it will put you into the game. So anyways, guys, if you feel lazy and you don't want to make this build, you can get GloomTools Premium for only 100 Robux, and you'll get access to all our templates from all of our tutorial videos, and you just one click of a button. Well, all you have to do is go to the template category and then click on what template you want from what video, and just one click of a button and everything is placed for you. We have a bunch of templates for you guys in there, and I hope you guys enjoy. But anyways, guys, I'll see you in the next Gloomcraft video. Or maybe not. Maybe I just might leave it. Psych. Really thought. Well, anyways, bye.